ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावतीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। नमस्ते। Great. One disciple asked a master, a monk. He said, "You're always happy, you're always very calm. Okay, so what is the secret?" Then the monk replied, saying that, "I eat whenever I feel hungry. I sleep whenever I feel sleepy." So that is the secret. It's a very profound statement. Just think about this. If you are able to do that, I think there will be a lot of, a kind of a calmness. So I think I will give a kind of a homework for you. That is, I eat whenever I am hungry. I sleep whenever I feel like sleepy. Okay, so now I just want to brush about our subject, what we discussed earlier, about the mind. Now, all of us know the age of the body. See, all of us know the date of birth. But unfortunately, we don't know what is the age of the mind. They say anadi. It is beginningless. That means we discuss about the objective mind and also the subjective mind. In between, there is a lot of, the samskara or vasanas. I think you have to really understand and you have to reflect on this particular one. Then we also discuss about a kind of a Sono Mind or a open mind. See, I just want to make only one or 2 points. One is when I say the open mind. That means I don't have a closed mind. I am willing to listen. Then two important quality for this particular one. So you must have a being available to listen. See, you must be available to listen with an open mind. Okay, then state of mind without any internal noise. The state of mind without any internal noise. So if you have these two things, that means you will be able to see things as they are. I repeat once again. You will be able to see things as they are. Okay, this is about the Sono Mind. Now, having understood the nature of the mind and also about the Sono Mind, then let us understand the mindfulness. It's a very powerful word, but very simple to understand and very difficult to practice. Easy to understand. So I can make you to understand. And it can be done with a lot of kind of a abhyasa, like a kind of a commitment. Okay, just observe this particular slide. It's beautiful. So look at the man, look at the dog. See, the man is full of his own ideas, so many cluttered, the mind. That means the mind full. That means full of mind. Look at this. Although he is walking, he is not able to really enjoy walking. There is so much of, the ideas and other things in his head. That means mind full. That means full of all the cluttered thinking and other thing also. He is not able to enjoy the walking. He is not able to enjoy the sunrise. This is what you call the mindful. Most of us, we are only doing the same thing. Why? Because that is the nature of the mind. Number one. Number two, see, having understood the nature of the mind. Now, should we control or regulate or become a master? See, controlling is not good. The more you persist, then it will try to become more rigorous. The best thing is, you have to regulate about your thoughts. That is the purpose of this subject. That means mindful. That means you have to graduate from the mindful to mindful. That means look at the dog. It is enjoying the sunrise and also enjoy the walk. But whereas this guy, although he is going along with the dog, now what is happening is full of ideas, what to do, what has to be done, regret of the past and the anxiety of the future. So we are all having the same problem. Then how can you really be mindful? That is, when they say mindful, there's only L. Okay, F-U-L. That's mindful. So now just think about it. Now, to have an open mind, it is the consequence of the mindfulness. That means you are able to be mindful in all activities. In other words, if I am able to live in the present, I am not bothered about the regret of the past, and I am not bothered about the anxiety of the future. See, the problem is you are all completely, sandwiched between the past and the future, and we are not able to live in the present. So the whole purpose of this particular session is that you must live in the present. That means I know, but I am not able to do it. Then how can I do it? Now there are two things. One is I am giving the information. You have to convert it into the knowledge. Then you have to convert it into the wisdom with the right attitude and application. Now, what you want to do is, yes, as it is, I am full of my own thoughts. Whenever I am doing certain things also. Okay, now there are so many ways you can really do it. But I can just say one simple example is to just be in the present. Now only. Now. Isn't it? That means don't bother too much about the future. Don't bother about the past. See, we are always either living in the burial ground or living in the unborn moment. See, this is the tragedy. But the real secret of life, to live in the present. If you are able to live in the present, that means your concentration and your ability to perform will be amazing. The clarity of the thought will be lot better. So that means now I am full of my own self. Now I have to graduate from the mindful to the mindful. That means from F-U-L-L to F-U-L. That is, you have to strike one L so that you will be able to understand, and over a period of time you can definitely do it. If the question is your commitment. Okay, see now, having said, Now, I like this particular definition. What do I mean by that? Being mindful. When I say mindful, we always think about the full, right? Is being overly reactive of the situation. What will happen? What will happen? What will happen? What is the result? Okay, how I should really do it, but I don't have the open mind, right? I don't have a kind of a prejudged opinion, isn't it? I am not able to really concentrate. Why? Because of the anxiety. Now you have to have a zero anxiety when you are talking about it. So you have to understand this particular one. Being mindful is being overreactive or overwhelmed by what is going on around us in the all circumstances. This is the actually not good. Now we have to graduate from this particular station to the next station, next stage. That means what we need, what we want is being mindful is the basic human ability to be fully present. That means I am here 100%. I had a problem before I am coming here. I may have a problem the moment I leave. Forget about it. Now I am here. I am only fully present in this particular place. Aware of you are here and what you are doing. In other words, I'll just give one simple example. Just look at the lady in the kitchen. See, when she was cutting the vegetable. Now, is she, mindful or full of mind? Now you have to understand, yes, because of her practice, day in, day out, that means she has become very spontaneous in cutting the vegetable. So the difference between the mindful today, the mindful is the ability to engage 100% of awareness in whatever that you are doing. It is as simple as that. Now let me explain to you is one of the story. See, according to me, the shortest distance, but in the greatest truth, and the human being is the story or a parable or a one's own experience. Now let me explain to you about one story. Two monks, one is senior, the other one is a junior monk. They want to cross the river. When they were trying to cross the river, there was one woman was struggling to cross the river, and she asked for a help because the river is not very calm. Okay. Then both the monks look at each other. Then the senior monk decided to carry her and put her back in the other shore. Then what happens? She took a decision. Then he started carrying this woman and started, crossing the river and drop her in the other side of the river. Okay, the young monk was quite upset and he did not talk to the senior monk. The senior monk was just making a kind of a meditation and he was doing on his own. So 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, right? And there was no conversation between both of them. But the senior monk was on his own doing the meditation. Then after 3 hours, the junior monk, the younger monk, he said, no, you should not have done it. Then the senior monk said, no, what is it I have done? No, we are not supposed to touch the woman or lady. Then what you have done? Then the senior monk said, "Listen, I dropped her. I dropped her in the other side of the river. Now, why are you carrying her in your head for nearly 3 hours?" Isn't it? So, what is the moral of this particular story? Okay, that means you are carrying the past, right? Now, the whole idea of this particular, the context of this story is that let go. It happens. Live in the present. That's it. That is the secret. So, whatever I told you in the beginning of the session, that means the monk said, that I eat whenever I feel hungry, I sleep whenever I feel like sleeping. Isn't it? I am doing it whenever I want to do it with a lot of dharma. So, I just want to sum up with the only thing is you have to graduate from the mindful to the mindfulness. That means you must enjoy the present and live in the present. That's it. Okay. And if you are able to do it, I can tell you your potential will be maximized. One of the secret to maximize the potential is you must live in your present. Be mindful. Take care. All the best. ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः